Hello everyone, and welcome to our first Tech Tip Tuesdays. Happy to have you here with me. My name is Sam. I'm the technology librarian here at the Franklin Public Library, and I want to kind of do this once a month. I think it's the second Tuesday of every month. I'm going to be doing them October 13th, November 10th, and December 8th, all at 2 o'clock. If you have any questions, tech-related questions, you can comment on this video or email them to me. I'll put my email on the link to the video after I'm done recording it. And I want to know what questions you have for me so that I can address them in a future Tech Tip Tuesday. But to start out this one, I wanted to go and talk about one of the most common questions we get, which is, what can I do with my library card online? Can I check out ebooks? Can I check out audiobooks? Kind of what is there out there that I don't know about yet? And then we can get into the questions about how to use those properly a little bit later. There are a couple things I want to talk about, and I'm actually going to be teaching classes on all of these a little bit later. Libby is one of our services that we have. Libby has audiobooks and ebooks, and it's free to use with your library card. I'll be teaching a class specifically on this, also on Facebook Live on October 27th. Hoopla Digital is another service we have that you can use for free with your library card. This one has audiobooks and ebooks. It also has comics, movies, music, TV shows, and a whole lot more. And I'll be teaching a class on Hoopla Digital on November 24th. And the third one I want to talk about is RB Digital, digital magazines. We have tons of free magazines that you can check out using your library card online. And I'm going to be teaching a class on December 22nd. And the last thing that I have for my classes will be September 22nd. So the RB Digital is December 22nd, but on September 22nd, I'm going to be talking about the new CountyCat app. So last winter, spring, we replaced our old CountyCat app with a new one. It has a great, ton of great features, brand new interface, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. You can search for materials, but you can also check on your account, renew things, and do a whole lot more. So I'll post all those dates and stuff in the description on the video. They're also all Facebook events, so you can go and register for those, and then you'll get a reminder about them. You'll get a Facebook notification. But today I kind of want to talk more specifically about our digital services. So RB Digital Magazines, pretty straightforward. They're digital copies of magazines. We have thousands of issues, both current issues and back issues, so older issues. Some magazines have the brand new issues and old issues. Some only have old issues. But there's a whole lot that you can find. So if you like reading magazines, I would give that a try. For that, you need to sign up online. You'll need your library card and PIN, as well as an email address to register. And then if you have a tablet, a smartphone, you can use those to read them. Otherwise, you can always use a desktop or laptop computer. And RB Digital has an app. I have it on the tablet here. And you can check out the magazines, download them to your device, and they're yours to keep forever. They never expire. They never have a due date. You can use them until you're done using them. And if you ever want to recheck them out, you can do that as well. The next thing I want to talk about is Hoopla Digital. So this is the service that has all sorts of stuff beyond just books and audiobooks. It also has comic books, movies, TV shows, and music. For this one, you'll need your library card and PIN and an email address to sign up. Again, you can download it onto a smartphone or a tablet and get the app. You can also use it on a computer, and if you're checking out movies and TV shows, you can actually get it on some smart TVs, or streaming boxes have a Hoopla app that you can download as well to make that a little bit easier. This service is really, really neat. You get 4 checkouts a month, but there are no waiting periods for any materials. If you see it when you're searching through it, you can check it out immediately and start reading, start listening, or start watching right away. You get 4 checkouts a month that reset on the 1st of every month. You never have to wait for them, which is a huge advantage. I have the app on here. I'll show you a little bit of that. Another important thing with Hoopla, when you're signing up, it'll ask for your residence, and that's where you currently live, and it's based on what we have in the library system. So if you've recently moved, or if you're not sure exactly what your account says, you can always call us and make sure your address is correct. But the issue we have, because Milwaukee County Libraries, your card is good at all different libraries. An issue we run into is someone doesn't live in Franklin but works here, or lives nearby, like in Hales Corners or Oak Creek, and comes here to check out books, so they think they belong to the Franklin Library. But if they live in Oak Creek, or if they live in Hales Corners or a different community, you have to put that as your residency, otherwise it'll give you an error message. So it's wherever you're currently living, and again, if you've recently moved and maybe haven't updated your account, check that with us first if you do run into any issues signing up. This is a little bit of what the Hoopla app looks like. So I'm in the audiobook section right now, and they have tons and tons of titles for all different genres, different tastes and likes. I'll try to show you. Here are some video options as well. And again, I'm going to be teaching a more in-depth class on November 24th on Hoopla Digital. But there's tons and tons of stuff on here. You get 4 checkouts per month per library card. So if you and your family all have different library cards, you can use yours, and they all get separate checkouts as well. So if you're part of a family and your kids have cards, your kids get checkouts. If you live with a spouse, you and your spouse, if you both have a card, get 4 separate checkouts every month. And again, it's totally free. So is RB Digital. So is everything I'm talking about. So you may as well just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. And if you do like it but have some questions, you can come in and ask me, and I'd be happy to help. But again, I'll be talking more in depth about Hoopla and how to do more stuff on there November 24th. And so the last thing I want to talk about today is the Libby app. So this is a little bit different than Hoopla, and we get a lot of questions about what are they and why are they different. So Hoopla Digital is a database that we subscribe to, and you get those 4 checkouts a month, and it's instant access, no waiting periods. The Libby app is part of the Wisconsin Digital Library, and libraries all across Wisconsin pay into to support this library, and we all share the materials because they're digital, so people who live in Green Bay or Eau Claire or anywhere in between have access to this Wisconsin Digital Library. Check out the same titles as we do here in Milwaukee County. Because of the way that this system is created, we buy individual rights to individual books. So they may all be checked out. Even though they're digital, we only have access to so many people. So one title might have access to only 1 or 2 people at a time. Other titles that are more popular might have access to 10 people at a time. But if things are very popular or if they're checked out, you may have to wait. And so that's similar to like how the library works here. If something's really popular, you might have to wait a little while, and you can put your name on the waiting list and be notified when it's ready. For Libby, you can check out up to 10 items at a time, and you can place holds on 10 things at a time, but there are no caps. So you could check out 10 books, read the first chapter in all 10 of them, return them, and then do that in the same month, trying to find something that you really like. There are no caps on how many things you can check out. With Hoopla, you only get those 4 per month. If you don't like it, it still counts as one of your borrows. But Libby has no borrowing restrictions except for the 10 at a time. For Libby, you'll need your library card and PIN, but you don't need an email address to sign up. I'll show you a little bit of what the Libby app looks here on this tablet. And again, if you prefer to use it on a smartphone or a laptop or a desktop computer, you can do that as well. They have little themed collections and tons of, I'm not sure if you can really see this super well here. They have different genres, so they have fiction, literature, mystery, thrillers, juvenile fiction, whole bunch of different stuff to kind of help you find that perfect read that you're looking for. They have tons and tons of stuff, so even if you can't find something that you really want right away, you can put that on hold and find something else. And not sure if there's anything else I want to talk to you about the Libby app. Oh, yes. So I have it on a tablet here. If you have a Kindle device or a different e-reader, there are ways that you can get it on there. The newer Kindles are easier to get things, get books on because they connect to Wi-Fi. So if yours connects to Wi-Fi, and by newer, I mean within the last 5 or 6 years, it's really, really easy, and we can help get you set up with that. If it's an older device that doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi at all, you can still get books on there instead of reading on a computer or a tablet screen. If you really like your Kindle, you can get those books on there. It might just be a little bit more complicated. Same thing with Nook e-readers. That's the Barnes & Noble brand e-reader. You can get your ebooks on there, but it might just be a little bit more work to get them over there. I really like using it on a tablet or a smartphone. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and it works great there. And with all of these services, you can download the items straight to your device. You need to be in Wi-Fi to do that, but then once it's on there, you're not using any data. You can listen to it in the car while you're driving. You can read it on an airplane, or if you're going on vacation somewhere. You don't need internet connection once it's downloaded. You can also stream items which require a constant internet connection. For audiobooks and ebooks, and magazines, I'd strongly recommend downloading them, and then you can use them offline with no issues. And that's especially useful when you're traveling. With Hoopla, you can get those music, TV shows, and movies. Some of those you can't download, so you have to stream them. But typically, if you're streaming a movie or music, you're at home or somewhere where you should have a Wi-Fi connection. And that's all I have today for our Tech Tip Tuesdays. Again, I'm going to be going over all these services and the CountyCat app over the next couple months in programs like this, showing a more in-depth explanation of how to use them, common issues that we have to walk people through, and answering any other questions. If you have any tech questions for me, you can comment on this video or email me. My email is on the website. Otherwise, I'll post it in the video description. Or you can give the library a call and they can forward you to my phone here at the library. So thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you next month.